Hi friend, this is Pastor Lucas Pin, and this is our snack for the journey, and we're starting another week, and we're starting another book, another prophet in the Old Testament. We're still in the Old Testament, in the minor prophets, and we're going to start Amos. Amos is a very important prophet. He was not let's say, a real prophet in the sense that he was not trained for that. He didn't go to the school of the prophets. He was just a farmer, and God called him, and he was from Judah, and God sent him to Israel to prophesy there. So he had so many changes in his life and his ministry. But it's a very important ministry, and Amos has a lot of important lessons for us. And before I share the first verse for today with you, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and to share this video with your friends and families and help us to bless other people. The verse for today, Amos chapter 2, verse 4. Chapter 2, verse 4, a very powerful verse. It says this: "This is what the Lord says. For 3 sins, O Judah, even for 4, I will not turn back my wrath, because they have rejected the law of the Lord and have not kept his decrees, because they have been led astray by false gods, the gods their ancestors followed." It's a powerful message, and this message is interesting because this message is from Judah, his land. He said, "Look, I'm delivering message for everybody, for the people of God." And the message is, if you don't keep his decrees, if you don't obey his law, if you don't follow him, and if you do not accept him as the only God, condemnation will come. And the wrath of God will come, and he will not turn back. And it's a very powerful message. And it's a very important message in that sense for that people, because they were worshiping gods all over the place. They had other gods from other nations, and they didn't follow the law. They didn't even know the law. They didn't care for the law anymore. And God is calling them out. And it's a powerful message. And it's a message for each one of us, because we need to be aware that there will be consequences if we do not obey the law, follow his commands. There will be consequences. We're saved by grace. We know that this is not going to save us, but there will be consequence for us, and it's very important for us to understand that. And if we do not understand that, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to get in trouble. So the message here is, yes, we are people of God, but if you serve other gods, if you put anything or anybody in the center of your life, in the throne of your life, there will be consequences. If you don't follow the law of the Lord, if you reject the law of the Lord and you don't keep the decrees, his decrees, there will be consequences. And it's very important for us to understand that. To understand that the prophet here is telling, say, hey, pay attention. That's the message. And the message for everybody is not just for Israel that went way beyond, but it's for Judah too. There will be consequences if we have other God, anybody else more important than God in our lives. And if we don't obey his word, there will be consequences. And this is certain, and we need to be aware of that. And the prophet makes sure that people will listen and be aware of that. Even if they don't obey, they will hear the message. And it's a very powerful message for all of us. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.